The old Twitch munch himself is finally taking a stand against Twitch, and not gonna lie, it's kinda crazy that gambling was the one thing that would make him stop sucking the site. And I mean, I get it, man. If I were Twitch's golden boy, I would absolutely be meat riding the hell out the site too, but I'm not. Now, I know a ton of you are familiar with this, but Twitch is extremely flaky when it comes to enforcing their rules across the board fairly. Like, essentially, if you bring enough money and viewers over to the Twitch site, you could honestly attempt to break Twitch TOS speedrun challenge 6 times over and you still won't get banned. We've seen this happen with countless creators, but as soon as you say fuck them crackers, you're gone, you're out of the platform, and definitely they get your ass the fuck up out of there. But that's a can of worms that I will absolutely not be opening today. However, per the title of this video, we're here to talk about Mr. Paping himself, XQC. He had a bit of an angry spot about gambling on Twitch, and not gonna lie, it took me a solid 10 minutes to understand what the hell he was trying to say. Like, pause for a second. If you are a juicer or whatever he calls his chat, do you genuinely understand what this man is saying? Like be honest with me for a second. Like the 2 times I ever tapped into his stream, I was trying to flag down a juicer so they can just auto-translate what the hell he was saying, like they're a sign language interpreter.
No, yeah, I'm happy for that, but I've seen some of these documentaries, I ain't believe none of that. Hey, the game government and no getting no one in the bad sample, no, give my 3D.
I have no idea what the fuck you're saying right now.
But I digress. Today's internet problem is all about gambling and Twitch's refusal to apply the rules flat out across the board. I'm going to do a quick lore recap on why this was such an issue and why it's probably going to be an issue going forward. So for all you juicers who clicked on pretty thumbnail because they saw a big juice, I'll put a timestamp here of when I'm talking about the news situation. But for everybody that's still here, that lore is come and went, so I'm not going to do an entire college lecture on it. Pretty much Stake, the big offshore gambling company, paid streamers massive bags to gamble over on Twitch. And sometimes it wasn't even their own money, it was money that Stake had put in their accounts to help gamble on stream, on top of the money that they were already getting paid from the sponsorship. I think we can all understand the problem there, like we all get it. And some streamers thought they were more morally correct than others and started adding Twitch about it, saying like, hey, ban this shit now. I personally don't have a true definitive stance on it. Like, there's 2 sides to every coin. Like, be honest, if Stake came to you right now and gave you $100 million contract and say, go gamble with it, like you're going to do it. Like, be honest with me, be for real. However, I do understand and also agree with the sentiment of not promoting gambling. People form actual addictions to gambling and shoving it in their face is just not going to help, and it's just going to end up poorly. I'm looking at you, FanDuel, which brings us to the situation at hand. Due to all the streamers adding Twitch actually decided to step in and do something for once and ban gambling from the site. But not all gambling, only the offshore gambling sites. Meaning you can boot up FanDuel, DraftKings, any of the other sports betting sites and just give chat a 22-leg parlay that's never going to hit. And not gonna lie, Twitch, if you're going to ban offshore casino sites, I understand like the checks and all that, but if you're going to ban gambling and like double down on banning gambling, you need to ban all of it. And with that tied up, it brings us back to XQC. While it was trying to beat his Minecraft speedrun for the 1 millionth time, a chat alerted him that Neymar Jr, yes, the soccer player, was gambling on stream. No clue how he managed to see this, especially because his chat moves at like 10 light years a second, and it's also filled with just emotes, like there's no actual words going on there. Anyway, XQC pulled up Neymar's stream, and to his surprise, Mr. Mecha Arena himself was actually gambling away thousands of dollars on his Twitch stream.
Pelo amor de Deus, salto 5, salto 5, salto 5, salto 5.
It's the same game.
Salto
They never ever had
5,
license.
salto,
They're completely
salto
illegal.
5.
It's
They only
actually the
operate across
same
rules
game.
and US citizens
No,
not allowed, but
not only
they
is it the
know
same game
people
mode,
use VPN, which makes
it's
it
the
not their
same
fault.
company doing it. I mean, this seems like some pick and choose bullshit.
Então vai, Guizão.
I mean, I had to say, I don't want to be an anti-Twitch bandwagoner, but this is some pretty big
Quinto.
pick and choose dog shit based on current outrage situation to just fucking feed the morons.
Pô, só faltou 0.
If me and Train start doing this on that site, it would probably get banned within like 4 days.
Now, obviously, X was quite visibly upset by this because he was one of the Twitch streamers that advocated for gambling to stay on the site. And I'm like 99.9% sure that he was one of the streamers that were getting paid by Stake. I'm not entirely sure if he ever admitted to it, but seeing as though he was doing like 18 plus hours of gambling streams, I'm pretty sure he was. And as you can see in the clip, Neymar is literally just gambling on an off-brand Stake. And looking at Twitch's policy update, he's clearly in the wrong for this. You know, I try to find you an alibi here, Mr. Fortnite Neymar, but you've won some of my parlays. So fuck you. I'm not in your corner here, pal. And I find this entirely hilarious because of how much meat munching X does for Twitch. It's the real reason I made this video. I found it extremely comical that the guy that's been doing some heavy ass lifting for Twitch finally decides to say, hey guys, there's a problem going on here, only when it kind of sort of applies to him. Hate to break it to you, X, but Neymar is probably going to keep gambling on stream. Turning one of the world's biggest superstars against the platform is in no way near Twitch's cards. They are too busy implementing the random features that nobody asked for. Hey Twitch, kick Nick has an app now, buddy. You can't keep throwing scraps at us and expecting us to nibble. But that's pretty much all I had to say on the topic. I just find it pretty damn interesting on how this played out and how it may play out in the future. Like I said, probably nothing, but knowing Twitch streamers, everything has to escalate for some reason. And with that being said, like the video if you liked it, subscribe because you made this far and you clearly like me, and I'm out of here. Peace, peace.
There's no reason for me to live.